Welcome to episode 75 of the Character Unlock podcast. I am your host this week. I am Brooker. And joining me, as always, is my good buddy John. John, mate, how are you?
Hello. I'm pretty good. Are you alright? You actually sound a little ill. I didn't notice before, but you actually sound like you're suffering.
No, I'm alright. Just, nothing more than the usual
not
suffering.
Any more than usual suffering. Got it.
Just work, life, just suffering. No, I'm alright, mate.
Endless suffering that is this life.
It's not been a while since we released a podcast, but it has been a while since you and I have spoken.
You're not wrong.
At least in like a podcast form.
Actually, just more or less in general. Because you've been off work.
And I came back and you went off.
And then I was off. So now this is the first time we've spoken since the last podcast, I think.
It's going to be a long episode, isn't it?
Oh, well, we're already like almost half an hour late starting.
Yeah. It's going to be one of them.
Yeah. Things are just going to happen around us and we're just going to have to accept it. That's what we are.
Well, it's good that I've brought a big cup of coffee with me. So go on, Emma, how are you? You all right?
Yeah, I'm pretty good. Just living my life one day at a time. Not a quarter mile at a time. I'm not Vin Diesel.
No?
No. Got myself a new motor because the old one kept not working.
Yeah.
So I've gone from midlife crisis car to like family man car. I'm basically you.
You're basically me with a nicer car.
Well, yeah. I wasn't gonna say that. I'm basically an older you, in fact.
Yeah.
Without any of the family responsibility.
In as much as you can afford a nicer car.
Yeah, but by not having a family, I can afford a nicer family car.
Yeah,
it's a weird cycle.
Yeah, that's all right. It is a nice motor, though. I am slightly jealous.
You can have a go in it anytime you want.
No, I do not drive other people's cars. It's just a recipe for trouble.
I do miss the Astra every time I'm driving and, have someone near me and it's like, I want to race. Oh, I can't race.
Oh, it's a shame.
Yeah, but on the plus side, it's big enough so that way people don't just people can see me.
Yes.
I drive around because I've got a big fucking car with bright lights on it.
Yeah, it is a bonus when you drive a slightly higher, kind of sticky outy car. Well, my car sticks out like a sore thumb. Well, kind of. I drive a big blue mocha, and then suddenly every fucker has a big blue mocha. But you can see the big blue mocha coming, so it's all good.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of how I'm looking at it. It's like, well, before I had a fast car, so that way, if someone thought they could just pull out in front of me, I was past them by the time I'd got to them.
Yeah.
Whereas now I've got a car where it's like, oh shit, that car's pretty fucking big. I'm not going to pull in front of them because that will squash my little car.
Yes, it will. I had for the first time in ages. I had my mocha for a couple of years now, and I tend to not drive other people's cars, like in general. I drive the work ones occasionally, but I had a little Renault Clio DCI when I was in Italy. And after I got over the fucking shock of driving on the wrong side of the road, in the wrong side of the car.
In the wrong size of car.
In the wrong size of car.
And the wrong nationality of car.
Well, I'll tell you about my antics in the car in just a second, but the car was fucking lovely. It was a nippy little motherfucker. It's like a 1.4 litre diesel engine in this car that weighs about the same as one of my boots.
Yeah.
It was really nice.
I thought you were going to say boobs, but then...
Boobs. Weighs the same as my left boob. But what's great, or what wasn't so great about this car, was the sat-nav. The sat-nav was an utter cunt.
Was the sat-nav a cunt, or was the fact that you were just in Italy and therefore there aren't actually roads anywhere? It's just layers of flat surface for you to drive around. And just kind of hope that you're in the right direction.
So I got from the airport to where we were staying, it's like a 10-minute drive. So I got us from the airport to where we were staying pretty well. I only maybe accidentally knocked one person's wing mirror because I was driving on just the wrong side of the road.
The wrong side of everything.
Yeah. But then when I went to take the car, so we Like the last day we were in Italy, we kind of planned to squash. So we planned to squash everything into like one day. So we were flying out 10 o'clock Saturday night, but we had to be at the place we were staying 10 o'clock in the morning. So we had 12 hours to burn. So on the Friday, I dropped the bags off into luggage storage. I returned the car. I got a coach back from the airport to the city centre and then walked from the city centre to the flat because it was only like 20-minute walk. But taking the car back to the airport, remembering that I've already made this journey from the airport to the flat once, in the dark, not knowing where the fuck I was, getting back was a whole new adventure. So I was driving with, we were in Genoa in Italy,
Yeah.
and they're redoing basically all of their motorways in this particular area. Because if you might remember, just over a year ago, they had a bridge collapse.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah. So that bridge collapsing has kind of spurred on a lot of works, and they're working to get all of this done, all these motorway rebuilds and bridges redone, and that by the middle of next year. So yeah, that's 2 years to rebuild, many many miles of motorway and motorway bridge, which is quite a lot of work. So the fucking roads are in a mess, and the sat-nav's got no idea what's going on. The sat-nav on my phone has got no idea what's going on. I've got no idea what the fuck is happening. Again, I'm driving on the wrong side of the road, on the wrong side of the car. The gear stick's in the wrong place. I don't know where the fucking accelerator is. This is ridiculous. I do know where the accelerator is.
It's the one next to the brake, right?
It is, yeah. So weird. Luckily, it was just me. So I'm kind of first thing I kind of drive out of the little grid section of where the flats we're staying at are.
Yeah.
And it says turn left because I need to kind of go left to go out onto the main road, and then hit the motorway. There's this whole new set of roadworks in the middle of this road that have blocked the island across the middle, so I can't turn left. So now I'm turning right. Okay, so now I'm driving away from where I need to go. I turn right, and it recalculates and it figures me out, so I can kind of basically do a U-E and head back to the motorway. So I do that, and I get onto the motorway, and you're driving along. Remembering, I haven't driven much in this country in the time we've been there. I don't know the rules of the road. I'm trying to figure out the logic of the fucking motorway. And what's really starting to infuriate me is I'm only allowed to drive on this particular stretch of road. No roadworks on this particular bit. 60 kilometres an hour. You know what 60 kilometres an hour is?
40?
34.
Oof.
A dual carriageway that I'm only allowed to drive 34 miles an hour on. I was losing my mind. I'm like, at some point I need to get out of third gear, man. This is fucking ridiculous. Well, I got my wish. I'm driving along, and the sat-nav goes kind of keep left and then keep right. So I keep left and follow the road around, and it says keep right onto the slip road, and I hit the slip road. And I start looking around. I'm like, there's something here ain't quite right. I've not seen this road before. This is a new road, and I kind of do a little bit of a twisty turny thing, and I go around, follow this road around a left-hand bend. There's a bunch of ticket booths. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Okay, grab it. I'm on the fucking toll road. Why the fuck am I on the toll road? So, shit, what the fuck do I do next? I can't turn around. There's nowhere to turn around. It's like 12 lanes of ticket booths. It's like what the Dartford Tunnel used to look like. So, for fuck's sake. Okay, right, I'll just get on and I'll figure out. I've got a few quid on me. It's not a problem. I'll figure out getting back. Just as I go through the toll booth, I take my ticket, 'cause obviously you pay at the other end. The sat-nav goes, recalculating route. I was like, oh, so you've put me on the wrong road now, you absolute cunt. And then this is the best bit. I swear to God, prepare to exit motorway in 93 kilometres.
Wow.
was like, what in the holy fuck are you doing? I said go to the airport, not drive me to Luton Airport.
Oh man, sounds
So
like
like,
you had a lot of fun then.
oh mate, it was at this point. So I'm driving. I'm trying to ring Maya. I said because I said to her, so I'm only going to be an hour. I'm dropping the car off and coming back. I will not be long. Now I'm an hour into a journey. Oh, well, no, we'll do the motorway first. So yeah, so I'm trying to ring Maya. So phone starts ringing. I drive into a tunnel. I'm like, cunt. Not just any old tunnel. Now I'm in the middle of a fucking mountain. Oh, this is great. This is. Get out of tunnel the other end. Ring Maya. So okay, I'm going to be a bit longer. I don't know what the fuck is going on here. I've hit a toll road. I've got to figure out how the fuck to get back. As I get off the phone to her, I see a sign saying like Genoa North or something. I was like, well, any Genoa will do. I know that's where I need to be. So I don't care if it's northeast Genoa, south Genoa. From Genoa, I can find out where I need to be. So I've managed to get off the motorway, give the little ticket to a nice little man in the booth, and I say, fuck knows how I got here, mate, I'm lost. And he went, just go. I didn't charge him anything, which was really nice of him. Now, I go through all these windy roads to get back to Genoa. I shit you not, I turn the sat-nav off, I put the sat-nav on my phone, I say, right, find me the airport, get me to the airport. The first thing it does is drive me back past the flat we're staying in. As I'm kind of sitting there looking out the window going, I was just there. Why have I done this giant fucking 40-mile circle just to come back here? This is ridiculous. But yeah.
Wow, that's
Holiday was great, mate.
now you know never to go back on holiday again. Just
Uh,
next time anyone says, hey, Brooks, you booked any holidays? Be like, I had a holiday once,
Never again.
never again.
It was all good fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just another stupid story that I get to tell.
I was in Italy. I feel like I'm still there, just because
Just I can't find my way out.
I don't think I ever left. I think I don't think I ever left that motorway.
But I did. I saw our last day. It's on the Saturday. So obviously that was Friday. Got the cart dropped off. Which hilarious because like I said, I didn't do much driving, so I didn't need to put any diesel in it. Didn't tell them I'd knocked a wing mirror on somebody else's wing mirror, so I didn't tell them there was a little scuff. And they said to me, "Is there any damage?" I was like, "No." Full tank of petrol? Yeah. Just signed it off and let me go. So superb. If you're not going to fucking check it, I'm not going to worry. So yeah, the Saturday, we walked into the city centre. Of course, we have to now because now we got rid of the car.
Yep.
Walked into the city centre and jumped on this amazing boat trip that took us down to a place called Venezia, which is the seaport town thing that Sapienza in Hitman 2016 is based on. Oh, so happy.
That's the only reason you went to Genoa, isn't it?
Pretty much. Well, no, to be fair.
It's like, you want to go to you want to go on holiday to Italy? Yeah, sure. Just gonna look up something quickly, Maya.
Well,
Yeah, do you want to go to Genoa?
to be fair.
Why? Nothing to do with a video game ever.
The holiday to Genoa was already booked. And then I discovered this place. And I was like, I wonder how far away from Genoa it is. It's like an hour and 40-minute drive. I was like, okay, we can do that. And then we kind of decided against it. And then we thought, we want to take a boat trip. And then we found out that this boat would go down there. It'd take like 3 hours to get there, a couple of other stops, a bit of sightseeing and that. Yeah, it's fucking great. It was just... And I was up front. I said, the only reason I want to go is because Hitman. And Maya was really cool about it. She was like, cool, fine, whatever. So...
Just gonna go somewhere for Hitman. I'm gonna see if I can find an underground bunker that's got weird like viruses in it.
It is weird though, because like some of it is a lot like Sapienza, and some of it is not like Sapienza at all. But yeah, got some nice pictures, a couple of postcards. Yeah, it's all good. Drank a lot of Peroni.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And ate a lot of focaccia. So apparently,
Just
Genoa
Just
is like
bread
the
and olive oil
pretty
everywhere.
much, yeah. Genoa is the is the home to focaccia apparently.
Ah,
So everywhere you went, focaccia. Everywhere you went, pastry shop, bakery. It
focaccia.
it was fucking amazing. What was really good was twice while I was out, I went for a little run, like early in the morning. Got up at 6, done a cheeky 5k and came back. Of course, your walk back from where your 5k ends to where you're staying is usually much better when you get to smell just fresh cakes and bread all your way home.
Yeah.
And you sit there and go, "Thank God I didn't bring my wallet with me, because I would undo all of the good work that I've just
So
done with my little
I've just
5k."
run 5k and now I've eaten 5k's
It's like, I'm,
of
I'm going to
bread.
eat 10k's worth of bread and cannoli.
And so I am literally going to eat 5 kilometers worth of focaccia bread.
But it was really nice. So there was like a bakery. So we stayed in an Airbnb. So we were in an apartment, like the fourth floor in this massive apartment block, which was huge, by the way. This thing cost us like 400 quid or something for a week, and it was twice the size of my house.
Nice.
It was insane. And you go down a set of stairs, out the front door, quick right, and there's a fucking bakery there. So, yeah, because Airbnb, it's all self-catering. So Miles making pastas, like, right, I'm going to nip down and get some fresh bread. It's lovely. But I put on so much weight while I was away. And actually, like in the 2 weeks since I've been back, running has been quite painful.
Because you're used to those gorgeous Italian streets to run on. And then
Well,
you've got these
those
shitty...
runs were quite painful as well, to be fair. But yeah, the amount, the amount of shitty food well, not even shit, it was delicious food, but it was really unhealthy food. Italians don't fuck around, man. They live to eat.
Yeah. Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
I don't know where to go from there.
I think my only real holiday story of my own is the fact that I went to a wedding this weekend.
Yeah, me too.
Like, so
Not the same
about,
wedding.
no, that's about it really.
Was it a good wedding?
It was my cousin's wedding on my mum's side of the family, so there were no fights, which was quite nice.
Nice.
So I don't go to weddings on my dad's side of the family anymore because there's always at least one fight.
Are they all Irish?
No, they're from the south, which is worse.
How far south?
Milton Keynes, so not your south.
It's not really south now, is it? It's pretty north.
Oh, fuck off back to Woolwich.
It was a good wedding then, yeah?
Yeah, it was a
Good.
good wedding. So, I'm happy. There was really good food there. There was a
Did you
chicken
get
leek
drunk?
pie. No, there was so much food, it was impossible to get drunk.
I like weddings like that.
It's like, there were garlic chicken or chili chicken or sausage canapes.
Very nice.
There were I had a chicken and leek pie, which this pie was fucking huge, and like proper northern pie, so it was like really good, thick, lovely crust. Then there was a desserts table, which was brownies and cheesecakes. There was like 5 different cheesecakes.
Nice.
Then there was the wedding cake itself. And then there was a hog roast afterwards. So it was literally 3 buns of pulled pork and applesauce with crackling. So yeah,
Nice.
I ate so much that it was impossible to get drunk. Literally, as soon as I put any alcohol in me, it was immediately soaked up by the amount of carbs that I'd just eaten.
Nice. That's the fucking way to do it.
Yeah, it's a pretty decent night all around.
Good.
And we're now 20 minutes into a podcast.
That's fine. Burn a
And
bit
we
of
talked
time.
about
Chatting a bit of bollocks. What's wrong with that?
exactly. It's like we've not been we haven't spoken to each other in like 2 weeks.
There you go. Well, you know what? Then let's move on, because there's plenty to talk about news-wise as well. So let's move on, and we'll do some new stuff, because there's shit to talk about.
Yeah, there is.
Where to begin? I tell you what, I'll start with a really stupid one. The The
Which one's the
ESA.
really? Oh, I was gonna say which one's the stupid one. They're all pretty fucking
They
stupid.
are all pretty stupid. The ESA is the stupidest one, though, and the
Yep.
most annoying one at that. So the ESA, for those who don't know, which apparently until this afternoon included John,
Yep.
the ESA is the Entertainment or the Electronic Software Association, and they are the people who run E3. So, I mean, this happened a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago now. So it's not really new news, but it's kind of worth talking about, I think. They had quite a significant data breach a couple of weeks ago, in as much as they apparently had a clear text file just sat on a web server, easily accessible to anybody that knew it was there, from the public side of their website. So
Yep.
absolutely anybody that wanted to go and get it could. And this document included the names, addresses, phone numbers, and email addresses of every journalist that covered E3 this year. Officially covered E3 this year. So, like, not us, because we're not journalists and we just talk shit about E3. But I think the problem, this issue I think is twofold. So the first one is, how fucking stupid do you have to be to leave that document in a public-facing web server? Absolute bunch of cunts. If I'd done that at work, I'd lose my job instantly.
I think you just a bit more than lose your job.
Okay, but if I'd done that in any of my previous IT jobs, I would have lost my job instantly.
I think if you'd done that with your own personal stuff, your wife would have just murdered you.
Yeah, exactly. But but for these people to do that, the ESA isn't taken particularly seriously nowadays anyway, and mainly because they're a bunch of fucking idiots. But to basically dox the entirety of their journalistic audience is ridiculous. And I think the thing that doesn't really get mentioned as often as it maybe should, or wasn't mentioned, because this has kind of been forgotten about now because a million other things have happened. But a lot of the journalists that cover E3 are freelance. They are independent. And as such, they put their personal mobile numbers, their home addresses, and their personal email addresses into or they give those things to this company. And this company have just given them to every cunt that wants to yell at game journalists because they didn't give Red Dead Redemption a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
In a world where game journalists are pretty hot targets for anybody who wants to just get a little bit angry at somebody, whether you agree with them or not, it's not okay to threaten these people the way some people do. To hand those details over to people like that is fucking ridiculous. And I personally would not be sad to see the ESA go under from the amount of class action lawsuits that are about to hit them. Because there is definitely going to be a few very expensive lawsuits coming out.
The best kind of lawsuits.
Yes. Well, if it's not you.
Well, obviously, but it'd be nice if it was just. It's great when stupid people get their comeuppance, and in general, this is probably the best kind.
Yeah. I don't. I mean, E3. Let's be honest about it. This year, I couldn't be bothered. I watched what was on while I happened to be awake. And outside of that, I couldn't give two shits. I like the press conferences, I like the energy, but as E3 is an actual thing, I think is losing its significance.
Well, most companies just have their own release schedules now.
Yep.
Nothing really gets announced. Well, no. Loads of things get announced at E3 still, but
Yeah.
I feel like that it could quite easily not have an E3.
Yeah, E3 is still a thing. I just don't think it needs to be anymore. I've never looked into things like Gamescom. I've always kind of wanted to go, and one year I will. But that always seemed very public-facing as well, which I think E3 tried to do the last couple of years by letting the public in on Sundays.
letting the public have access to something like that is not what the public needs.
No, it's not. It really isn't. But I prefer things like Gamescom, Tokyo Game Show, Paris Game Show, stuff like that. They all feel a bit more. Oh my god, I don't know. Down to earth. Not quite so much up their own asses.
So,
That's at
not
least the feeling
American.
I get when I watch any coverage of them. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't think I am.
No, I don't. You rarely are wrong
Oh, I'm wrong a
when it
lot.
comes. Well, okay, you are wrong almost all the time. However, this time we'll allow
Yeah.
it.
But yeah, in short, ESA are a bunch of fucking retards.
That they are, my friend. That they
And
fucking
their
are.
IT security guys need to be fired and need to not be allowed to work IT security ever again.
They need to be fired, but not just fired. Ground up into a small paste.
Yep. I don't know how to continue from there. So let's talk about 2K and
Yeah.
Ukes.
Well, more specifically, the WWE 2K franchise.
Yeah.
Because
Ukes are the guys that make the 2K WWE games, aren't they?
well, Ukes have been the guys that have made WWE games since ever, as far
Yeah.
since like SmackDown 1, I think.
So when they were THQ, was still Ukes Games making them?
Yep.
Okay.
Ukes was yeah, 2K just bought the Ukes studio from THQ when THQ died.
Okay.
They
So
died of the hot fiery death.
yeah, we'll come back to those in a bit actually. But yeah, so Ukes and 2K have parted ways, and Ukes will no longer be making the 2K WWE games. Have I got that
No,
right?
you've got that exactly right. So the company that's taking over the wrestling license for WWE games has actually been part of the 2K family for a long time and has been making the WWE 2K elements of the game for the last 3 years.
Okay.
So Ukes have slowly been handing over the game to this new developer over the last 3 years. So the next game, so what would be 2K21,
Yeah.
will be a non-Ukes game, and it'll be this other company, and I can't remember what the fucking name is anymore.
I do not know.
You probably didn't even know about it in the first place.
No.
And Ukes, who had desires to making but I believe they are making a wrestling game because that's really all they know how to do.
Yeah.
It's a not a WWE one, obviously. It's something else wrestling
Okay.
based. I can't remember what the fuck. I think it's supposed to be like a weird, over the top, completely left field wrestling type thing. So like a Smash Brothers style wrestling game, but with weird random generated characters. I don't know why. They seem
Okay.
to think it's going to sell, obviously. But I think that's their plan, is that they're going to make something completely strange.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to look it up, to be fair.
So the company that's going to be making the WWE games from here on is a company called Visual Concepts,
Yep.
who have been part of making WWE games since 2K14, but actually have been making. Hold on. NFL. Wow. NFL 2K, NHL 2K, NBA 2K, NHL 97, NHL 95, NFL 94. These guys have been making sports games for a while.
Well, yeah, they've been under the 2K family for God knows how long.
Yeah. Okay, so I mean, I don't play the WWE games anymore. It's not my thing. I I I don't think I would be worried because these guys, I'm looking at their dev stuff, and they've got quite the pedigree.
So, Ukes are making an Earth Defense Force game.
Oh, nice! I'm up for that.
Maybe it was something else. Oh yeah, they made a UFC games, didn't they?
Yes.
And Real Steel, the video game.
Oh my god.
Also, the Pacific Rim video game.
Well, the less said about that, the better, I think. So what about you? Because do you still play the WWE games?
I do every year. I'll play it just for the story mode, just because they're usually quite fun stories, and
Are you
the
worried?
stories. No, not really. As long as the thing is that the story mode is usually the most entertaining part, and it's as story modes go, they're usually better than the actual ones on the fucking TV.
Fair enough.
Half of the current storylines are really fucking stupid. Like they've got another Who Done It type storyline. They had Roman Reigns nearly get run over.
Nice. I didn't realise Roman Reigns had come back. That's good.
Yeah, he's been back since he was back before WrestleMania. I'm trying to think where he was after the Rumble. He came back, I think it was.
Oh, wow, okay. He's been back a
He's,
while then.
yeah, so yeah, he's been back for yeah. I think he was not long after the Rumble. He came back. He's in remission.
That's good.
So
I used to listen to Simon Miller's pro wrestling podcast, but I think not long after Roman Reigns went off ill because was it leukemia he had, wasn't it, or has?
yeah, has
Uh,
yeah.
I don't know. The things his podcasts were just a bit hit and miss for me. I used to like listening to the info about what was going on with other wrestlers, but then because he's supported by Patreon, he'd have a bunch of Patreon supporting people on with him. I'm like, I don't want to listen to you talk, mainly because you haven't got decent kit, so you sound like shit, and actually you're not that interested. I'm aware of the irony of me saying that,
Yeah.
but yeah, I didn't want to waste my time, so I don't listen to it anymore, which is a shame.
No, I tend to just stick with the What Culture stuff. Simon
Yeah,
Miller's usually quite entertaining on there, but I've really gotten used to some of the other guys.
yeah,
So that's actually the What Culture wrestling stuff's actually pretty decent. Usually comes out the daily news stuff, ups and downs for the Raw and SmackDown episodes and PPVs from Miller.
nice. So I was saying to you the other day, wasn't I don't think a WWE Network subscription is in my future at all anymore.
Nah.
Now that UFC have changed their blackout rules for the UK.
Yeah. I don't know how I'm going to deal with when AEW goes to televised, because I think it's going to be TV on ITV4
Oh wow,
in this country. Yeah.
that's a
That was
weird
it.
choice.
Well, that's the thing, is that the way that I think they've seen it is because they've got a deal with ITV just in general.
Yeah.
So their pay-per-views are on ITV box office.
Okay.
So they're putting wrestling on live on ITV4 at whatever the fuck clock it is in the morning,
Yeah.
because they know that it's beamed into pretty much every home in the country, as opposed to Sky, which is, if you want to watch wrestling, you have to pay to watch wrestling on Sky Sports.
Yeah. That's
So
fair enough.
whereas ITV4, every house in the country has it,
Yeah.
and also beyond that, it's on at a really stupid time in the morning. So people are either going to stay up to watch it or they're going to record it.
Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah, the AEW Wednesday Night Dynamite, or whatever they decide to actually call it. Everyone's expecting it to be called Wednesday Night Dynamite. Will be on ITV4, so. And from what I've watched of the pay-per-view so far, because I've watched all of them,
Yeah.
they're slowly getting worse, each one. So the one that started it all off, which was All In,
No,
was
this
spectacular.
this is the Cody Rhodes promotion,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah. Okay.
So All In was absolutely spectacular, and that's what started everything off.
Yeah.
Double or Nothing was the first AEW branded pay-per-view, and it was a really good show, but nobody really remembers anything outside of them Bret Hart showing off the new title.
Yeah.
The freshest heel in the history of wrestling came out and cut a promo that was fucking spectacular, and you have to watch it.
Okay.
Even if you don't like wrestling, this guy on the microphone is fucking awesome.
Okay.
And then John Moxley coming out and attacking both Chris Jericho, Kenny Omega, and a referee
Wow.
at the
Okay.
main event. So John Moxley is the former Dean Ambrose from WWE.
Yeah.
And that was his first appearance at any wrestling thing since leaving WWE. Was him coming into AEW and attacking Chris Jericho and Kenny Omega
Nice.
in the main event. And then there was Fyter Fest, which had the Cody Rhodes chair shot.
Yeah, see that kicked up a bit of a stink, didn't it?
Yeah,
Because I mean, it's one of those things. If it finds its way into my Twitter feed and I know about it, it probably went wider than you really wanted it to, especially if it's a wrestling thing, because wrestling tends to not.
yeah,
See. So, and then I watched and I thought, and I've got a lot of respect for. I like Cody Rhodes. I thought his dad was amazing. I think he is very cool. Him and his brother, in fact, I think are very
yeah.
cool. But it's
Well, a double or
29
nothing.
it's
Goldust,
2019, man.
yeah,
You don't need to
Dustin
take.
Rhodes, sorry, and
Yeah,
Cody Rhodes had like the greatest match of all time.
yeah. It's
But yeah, it's
2019, man. You
2019.
you don't need to. People know what CTE is. You don't need to take chair shots. It's dangerous.
Yeah, and all of that stuff. Oh yeah, it was a gimmick chair. It was a shot that went wrong. It's like you didn't need to do it in the first place, really.
No.
It's like you could have had a proper, if you want to have a head chair shot, you need to have at least a protected head chair shot.
Yeah.
The whole hands up thing. Yes, it still looks like a pretty decent head chair shot, even with the hands up.
Well, people that
But
watch it know that it's fake, but fake is the wrong word. Staged. People that watch it know
yeah,
that it's staged, but at the same time, people that watch it would like to watch you again next week as well.
yeah, they don't want because the thing is that was like 3 weeks at most before Cody was due to have another match
Yeah,
at Fight for the Fallen, where he was teaming up with Dustin Rhodes against the Young Bucks.
yeah,
And he was only just about medically cleared because he'd literally had his staples removed that morning
yeah. See
from that fucking chair shot.
and I think that is probably the daftest thing he could have done,
Yeah,
because fans will forgive it, but people won't. Promotions, sponsors, things like that, things that he's going to need to continue his promotion. They won't take him seriously.
no. So the only real thing that's come out of this in any positive light is the fact that SummerSlam. This is crazy when I say this, but SummerSlam was the first WWE programming to go TV 14 since the start of the PG era.
Wow,
Yeah.
up in their game a little bit.
So they've gone from PG 13 to TV 14, which is actually a massive fucking step.
Yeah. Well, MA 14 or TVMA and TV 14 were the staples of the Attitude Era back in the
Yeah.
day. Wrestling should never have been fucking TVMA ever.
No. Well,
But
apart
it
from
was.
ECW stuff, but
Yeah,
or the fucking deathmatch stuff.
yeah,
But yeah, wrestling should never have gone to PG 13, really. But
yeah,
I understand that they did it because you could get more sponsors, you can get better deals for toys and children's stuff, and at the same time, you want to bring in more young blood into watching wrestling.
yeah,
So the kids came into wrestling a lot when it went PG-13. The problem is, all of those kids that joined up with wrestling back then, if they're still around now, they've aged over PG-13 by such a large margin
yeah,
that it's the people that grew up. It's the people who are rough just under my age.
yeah,
So they'll be turning, what, 21? The PG-13 originals back when John Cena was at the height of his
yeah,
PG-13 stage, they'll be turning 21 and above at this point. So now they're looking for something that's a bit more aggressive. They're looking
yeah,
towards going UFC. They know Brock Lesnar from fighting with a ruptured spleen
yeah.
in the
I,
octagon.
I think, I think I agree with you to a point, and I can't. But the fact that we're talking about this instead of video games is hilarious.
Yeah,
But I also think because you got to remember, so the Attitude Era stuff. So what was that? 97
yep,
ish. So I was 15. So that was when I was watching wrestling. So 20 years ago, 22 years ago. The people like me who were watching it then, if they're still watching it, and there's a fucking large number of people who are my age who still watch wrestling,
Yeah.
and that's fine. I'm not mocking anybody. Before anybody thinks I am, I'm not. You watch and enjoy what the fuck you want. But do you know what these people are doing now? They're taking their kids.
Yeah.
They're taking their kids to see this stuff, and that is why they tried to keep it TV PG, because if they can take their kids, that's another 30 years worth of fan that people are introducing to wrestling.
Yeah. I do agree that they do need to keep the PG-13 because people can take their kids when they've aged up. They need to. There's a weird balance that they need to keep with the program, and that they
Yeah,
can't just go, oh yeah, we're going to make PG-13 or and be constant. They need to
I
go
think you have to have
PG-13
that sense of
and then step up to the TV-14. You can have a TV-14 rating
yeah.
and still keep the PG-13 content,
Oh yeah, I think
but at
I,
least then you've got the ability to make that step up when you feel like it's necessary to put Brock Lesnar knocking Randy Orton's skull in half
yeah.
at
Oh
that
yeah,
SummerSlam 2 years ago when I think it was.
yeah. I think there is a line, obviously, for both sides, and balancing it. I wouldn't want to try and do that.
Yeah, you don't need to hit TV-14 for every single episode of the TV show you've
Oh
got,
God, no.
because that would just be fucking ridiculous and
Yeah,
insane to go, oh yeah, we're gonna hit the TV-14 rating and just be on the cusp where just randomly out of nowhere we might get in trouble just because we think we might have overstepped our limit of TV-14.
yeah,
No, give yourself the TV-14 rating and then do PG-13 content, and then you know that you've got that bit of leeway that on the rough off chance that okay, maybe you do want to blade once
yeah,
for some stupid reason that you want to have Abdullah the Butcher style scratches in your head.
yeah.
Just shove a fork into your skull and just permanently ruin the top of your head.
Let's
Let's talk about THQ.
yeah. So let's move on. What? Two new games. Well, a few new games. Two new interesting games announced today. One, Need for Speed Heat. So pretty much everybody has known this could be a Need for Speed game this year because it was
We didn't get
due.
one last year.
Uh,
Yeah,
it's been advertised with the cheesiest trailer I've seen in quite a while.
at least it wasn't FMVs.
I mean, this is true. As long as they don't try and go the FMV route like they did before. What was that for? Was that Rivals?
I think so.
No. What was one before Rivals? Need for Speed. It was just Need for Speed, wasn't it?
It might have been, yeah.
A fucking ghastly game. Need for Speed The Heat. Yeah.
Isn't it just Need for Speed Heat?
Or Need for Speed
Or
Heat. The
Or
Heat.
is it the Heat or is it just Heat? I
I
can't
don't know.
remember.
I think it might be Heat.
Miami
Need for
Heat.
Speed Heat. Yeah. Or Miami. It looks like it's going to have, like, I can't tell if it's two separate campaigns or
So
just
it's
two
what
types
it,
of
it's one campaign
racing in the
with a
day.
there's a day-night cycle.
Yeah.
So in the day you are racing legal street races
Yeah.
to make money,
Yeah.
and then when it goes to nighttime, you do underground racing for reputation points instead of money. The difference is that during the day the cops are less likely to like arrest you and chase you down because you're doing proper racing in the daytime, whereas at nighttime that's when it turns into like the run,
Yeah.
I guess is the best way to put it. Or what was the other good one that wasn't the run?
Well,
Hot
recently,
Pursuit.
Hot Pursuit was good. Most Wanted was ish. I quite enjoyed Rivals.
I can't remember if I played Rivals.
I played Rivals. So Rivals kind of had like four playable characters as you went through the story. and each character would have a different style of race. I want to be a dirt racer. I want to be a stunt racer. I want to be a flat out bog standard racer. Yeah, pretty much. It was ish, but actually the racing was okay. I had the same thing I have with every racing game I've ever played. I get 2/3 of the way through, I find myself in a race I can't win, and go, well, that's me done then.
Yeah.
And this was must have been 2 years ago, because I'm pretty sure I wanted to finish it for my finished video games challenge that year.
And you just couldn't because
No, because I got stuck in a drag race, so literally a quarter-mile race. I just couldn't win. But yeah,
your stupid old man fingers can't change gears fast enough.
yeah, pretty much. But until that point, actually, I was really enjoying it, and it was okay. So, Need for Speed Heat, I will rent it. I will play it for a bit because I like Need for Speed.
You could probably finish most of the what you need to play out of it on EA Access if you still got it.
Oh, I don't. It comes out in November. I won't have EA
Oh.
Access in November. My EA Access runs out in October.
Mine runs out on the 15th of September, and I'm trying to decide whether or not to renew it because it's just whether I might renew it like a month when it comes around, because
Yeah.
then I can do the FIFA install
Yeah.
for September, and then that's it. Be done with it.
But considering I have basically only really played one game so far all year, I don't think there's any point in me spending money on a subscription to EA Access.
No, well, you have unless Hitman was an EA game, you wouldn't need it.
No, exactly.
So
Yeah, so but it'll go on my Boomerang list, and I'll rent it, and it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'll get halfway through and not be able to go on anymore, and then I'll send it back and not worry about it anymore. Same as I do with every racing game.
depends on how the service for Stadia goes.
True, because Stadia
Play-
will be out by then.
Yeah, play Need for Speed on Stadia.
That could be kind of cool.
So you don't even need to worry about sending it back to Boomerang.
Yeah, true. I mean, if EA Access releases on Stadia, same as Uplay Plus is, I would consider a subscription there. Because
It would need to be the Origin
yeah, it would.
Plus
Yeah,
Premium Origin.
but because it will be
Double
cloud-based,
edition.
so I wouldn't have to worry about installing anything. I could literally look at it and go, I fancy playing Army of Two, so I'm going to play Army of Two, and just play it. I ain't got to worry about downloading and installing anything and leaving it there and forgetting it. It's just there to play. That's where something like Origin Access or EA Access or whatever they want to call it would work. I would consider it.
Oh fuck! I just sorry.
You know?
I was talking about the Stadia. Just made me realise. Football Manager 20 is going to be a launch title on Stadia.
Nice.
So yeah, I've literally going to get my Stadia, and I've already got a game to play.
The only game I've got to play when I get mine is Destiny 2. Imagine how well that's going to go for me.
Yeah. Oh, I'll have Destiny 2 with you. Oh, and I think Destiny 2 have announced cross save.
So I can take the save that I don't have on any other platform.
Yeah. I think when Stadia comes around, cross save will go live, or slightly beforehand. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that, because with the Bungie now owning the Destiny license completely to themselves, there'll be no more locked content.
Nice.
For specific consoles, and they'll also, because of that, it'll be completely open season, and the whole game and add-ons will be available to everyone at all time, meaning they don't need to worry about time locked for a year on any of the content, and therefore hamstringing everybody.
Awesome.
Because if you've got specific challenges or specific strikes that are only available on one console, you can't add them to the rotation of the weekly rewards, because half of the people can't play it.
No.
So yeah,
But will it have cross-play? I don't care about cross-save. Will it have cross-play?
don't know if it's good. It might already have crossplay in some kind of capacity.
Because what would be kind of cool, because obviously I don't think Lee's going to be playing a Stadia, but Lee does play Destiny.
Yes, he does. Why won't Lee buy a Stadia?
I don't know. I can't remember. I'm sure he said he wouldn't bother getting one. I don't suppose he needs one.
No,
I don't
I
need
mean,
one. I just want one.
I don't need one, but I don't need one, but it would be cool to be able to just walk around with a controller and a Google Stick thing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even need a Google Stick thing because
No.
you can jam it into anything, onto anything.
But the Google Stick thing works for me, you see, because I can use it as more than just the Stadia then. Because I do
Yeah.
a lot of dicking around in hotels and shit for work.
If it would work on a Fire TV stick, because I've got three of them.
Hmm.
Three of them? Yeah, I've got three Fire TV sticks. I have a Fire TV Stick 4K plugged into my living room TV, and I've got two up at my mum's house.
I do not know if it would work.
If it did, that'd be great. If not, then I just need to put myself a Google Play Stick.
Well, you don't, because you said you pre-ordered a Stadia, didn't you?
Oh yeah, yeah, I've got a Founders Edition.
Yeah, the Founders Edition comes with a Chromecast Plus.
Nice.
So, but this is why, for me, it's worth spending the money, because even if I only play the games on occasion when I'm in a hotel bored with nothing better to do, I have that option. You know, and I haven't got to carry around a Switch.
Yeah, I don't know if my Switch is going to last much longer. Probably will go to EGX and then it'll be done.
Yeah.
Oh, I sold my PlayStation.
Oh, nice.
There's a guy at work.
Awesome.
Yeah, he wanted a box to box up his PlayStation.
Yeah.
So I told him that I had some boxes that were just sort of like sitting outside my apartment because someone moved out and just left the boxes behind, fire hazard and all that, sitting under a flight of stairs. So I said, yeah, I've got some boxes. And I said, why are you getting rid of your PlayStation? He says, I'm buying a Pro off of Gumtree for 200.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll sell you mine for 185.
Hmm.
I was like, 185 is what I'd get trade-in value from game.
Yeah.
So I was getting cash for more than what I really needed.
Nice.
Plus, he was getting it cheaper than the one off Gumtree. So,
Nice.
yeah, gave him a box to box up his PlayStation and Plus, PlayStation Pro.
Awesome.
So pretty decent job on that one.
Yeah.
And it I've got space back on my desk.
Excellent.
So that's an extra 2 inches worth of me being able to fit a load of crap that I don't need. Lee's probably going to turn that into another thing, isn't he?
Well,
talking about how I've got an extra 2 inches.
Everyone could do an extra 2 inches. Everyone.
Yeah. Is Maya there? Or is she at the cinema?
No, she's in the kitchen.
Good. She didn't hear you talk about how you could do with an extra 2 inches.
No, I tell her that all the time. She tells me that all the time.
Yeah. I bet she does.
Yeah, literally all the time. No, I did say to her, I said to her this morning, I said, obviously I'm podcasting, is there anything on at cinema you fancy? She was like, well, I've seen everything. And I think she kind of feels the same way as me about Quentin Tarantino's new one. I kind of go, I know I need to watch it, but I can't be bothered. I don't think it interests her very much, so, and I'm busy now, so obviously busy tonight, and I'm busy now until probably Monday, so I'll try and watch it next week. But yeah, she looked at this and went, oh, we've seen everything. We've done Hobbs and Shaw twice since we got back from holiday. We've watched literally everything.
Yeah, but watching Roman Reigns and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
It was good. I had no idea he was in it. And when he appeared, I was like, oh, it's Roman Reigns. It's Roman Reigns. Even Nikita kind of recognised him as well. I was like, this is kind of cool. I like this.
I just like the fact that they kept saying "oos."
Yeah. I liked Hobbs and Shaw. Hobbs and Shaw was fucking awesome.
I tell you what, that one scene with Roman Reigns and Dwayne beating up those guys just next to each other has actually made it so that people have put together like dream matches for WrestleMania next year.
Nice.
For Roman Reigns and The Rock, the tag team.
It won't happen. The Rock's too fucking busy, man.
Well, that's the thing, is that it's not like WrestleMania happens the same every year, same time every year. So if he could actually get that tiny bit of space in his schedule, It is possible. I
It,
don't think he's got many films in the next year
you
planned.
say that, right? Imagine. So I was reading the thing the other day, and it was literally the headline was uh, Dwayne Johnson may have found time to play Black Adam. So
Yeah,
let's get this right. The Rock is so busy, he's having to tell DC to wait till he can find time to do their film for them.
I
Imagine
find it weird that they're.
any other actor doing that to DC. Anyone.
But to be fair, there's probably a lot of actors out there that could say, "Yeah, I'm too busy. Could you wait to start filming this?" And
Well,
they probably would turn around and say, "Yeah, okay, we're fine
but,
with that."
but the DC, for the most
But
part, will tend to go, yeah, we'll find someone else.
yeah, unless you're that desperate to have a certain actor, because you would put a lot of leeway into it. If you are desperate for Dwayne the Rock Johnson, then you wait for Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
But this is what I mean. So The Rock is able to look at them and go, I don't have time just now. And they've gone, well, wait. Yeah. But I can't think of many other actors where they would go, oh, do you want to come and play? Can you imagine when they were making Shazam, if Zachary Levi turned around and went, no, I'm a bit busy, mate. Can you wait for a couple of months? They'd go, no,
We'll
you're
find someone
good.
else. Yeah, well, it's all right. We've got this guy.
Yeah. We don't need that dude from Chuck. It's all good. Thankfully, he didn't say that, and Shazam is a fucking superb movie.
I still haven't seen it.
Have you not?
No, I was going to watch it at the cinema and just never got around to it.
Well, I've just my 4K Blu-ray turned up today, so I've promised because it's me and Nikita all weekend this weekend. So I've promised a movie night on Saturday, and we'll sit and watch it. And then once I'm done with it, mate, you're welcome to borrow it because
I will take.
it's fucking great.
I'll definitely take it off of you for a bit. You want to talk about some games that we've played, or rather, do you want to talk about the one small amount of
No,
one
because I haven't
game
finished
we've
talking
played?
about the new games that have been announced. It's the fucking big
Wait,
one we still haven't talked about. Well, my big one anyway. Yeah, my big one.
yeah, and there will be a big one in that
Yeah.
game as well.
There is going to be a fucking new Saints Row game, a
Yeah,
full version, a full edition Saints Row game. There was a financial call or financial report or one of these financial something or others that we get random news from THQ Nordic, who have said that Volition, so the guys that made Red Faction, Agents of Mayhem, and Saints Row, are, quote, in deep development for a new Saints Row game.
lol, deep.
Yeah. I am very excited. Very excited. And actually, for them to say that it is a full game, so I suppose Saints Row 5?
Yeah. Well, if you think about it, the last full Saints Row game was 3.
I mean, you could call 4 a full game, surely.
Please,
It was
was Enter the Dominatrix.
it was based off of the Enter the Dominatrix DLC, but it was still a 30-hour game.
Yeah, but
There's
it was a
not
30-hour game of content. A large amount of the content was just reskinned Saints Row 3 content, such as like the
hardly the
flying
first
stuff.
game to do that, though, are they?
No, you're not wrong. But when a lot of the eye rape challenges on the map were literally just the same as the previous games ones.
But it's about the comedy while you're doing it.
And the addition of superpowers.
Exactly. And the awesome soundtrack.
Yeah.
Come on. Leaping over a building and flying around while you've got the touch playing is one of the greatest things you can do in a video game ever. And
Yeah,
me
but
just
there was
saying that sentence makes me want to download and install Saints Row 4 just so I can go and do it again.
Yeah, but there was no tiger in your car.
Yeah, true. I did like the tiger in my car.
I need to play it on my Switch still.
It's, you know what, I fucking love Saints Row as a franchise, and so long as this isn't Agents of Mayhem, I will be very, very happy. Very, very happy. I am very excited.
Some bit of Johnny Gat.
Yeah, man. You know what, it's kind of heresy, I suppose, for a Saints Row fan to say it, but I wouldn't be sad if Johnny Gat wasn't in it.
Yeah.
I want the attitude. I want the silliness. I want the tongue in cheek. I want just that kind of daft atmosphere. It doesn't have to be. Yeah, it can be the Saints. That would be great. But Johnny Gat's become like a parody of himself, and not just in the game. Like the fact that they use him as a selling point for Agents of Mayhem is ridiculous to me. As much as I was excited to play as him, after 20 minutes, I was like, yeah, okay, I'm done with you. Let's actually go and play with some of these kind of cool looking characters. We don't need Johnny Gat. It doesn't need to be a thing.
Yeah.
Uh,
Or yeah. Well,
I'm
the
not saying
game
no
is
Johnny
going to be
Gat.
great. Yeah. More Saints Row is just more Saints Row.
I'm
It's
happy with
everything
more
we could
Saints Row.
want and more.
It's still
4K Saints Row. 4K giant purple dildo.
absolutely, absolutely. I cannot fucking wait. But yeah, that's. Now we can talk about games we've been playing.
Yeah, we can.
Do you want to start because I've not really played the game?
So I've played. I was going to say I've not really played a game in theory. It depends on how you want to talk about it. Fresh off the presses of the Cricket World Cup finishing and the Ashes themselves starting, and me being the cricket fan that I am, found out that on Game Pass, Ashes Cricket, which is from I think 2 years ago,
Okay.
it was 2017's cricket game, is on Game Pass. So I threw an install on it. And I've been playing that because the career mode on it is actually quite good.
Yeah.
So it's one of those you create yourself a cricketer. You pick the county that you want to represent, and then you pick a club within that county. So I picked, because it's on there, Northamptonshire, because it's the local county for cricket. Because even though Buckinghamshire has their own cricket team, they're not particularly big or clever in any kind of way. So playing with Northants. And then from there, you can select the club that you want to play with. And in those clubs is Milton Keynes.
Cool.
So I picked Milton Keynes, made myself an all-rounder, fast-paced bowler, and pretty decent with a bat. And after one season, no, it was 1.5 seasons playing at club level, I was selected to play at county. So I moved on to playing first-class cricket for Northamptonshire. But the most entertaining thing is that first match I played with Milton Keynes, and it says at the Milton Keynes Stadium, or whatever I think it was, and you go there, and it's in a fucking mountain range.
Duh.
I was like looking around, I was like, there's mountains over there. This is not even remotely close to what Milton Keynes is really like in any way. The graphics are fucking dire, but it's made by Big Ant Studios, which is like a small Australian developer.
Okay.
There are 3 commentators. There's one main commentator who pretty much talks all the time, and he has 2 secondary pundits, one male, one female.
Yep.
And then they just kind of like change after like a certain amount of time, where they just go, we're changing the commentary booth as they move to the other one.
Yeah.
So it's actually, I'm a cricket fan, so it's actually quite fun to play it. It's quite relaxing to just sit there playing a bit of cricket.
Yeah.
I was playing it last night and I was getting a bit tired, and I was looking at it going, I really need to either A, finish this match, or B, just stop playing it.
Yeah.
Because you can save it midway through. So you just
Okay.
as you're playing it, it saves every over as it is. So it's like when you get a little auto save icon come up, you can just turn it off from then, or just pause it or quit, and then go back and play something else and go back, and it'll just reload you back in at that point. So
Nice.
when you're playing like proper test cricket and it's like over the space of 5 days, you're just looking at it going, this is taking a bit of a while. I've been playing this match for like 3 hours now. I'm getting a bit fed up, a bit annoyed. I'm gonna do something else for a little bit. Just pause it and just stop.
Yeah.
Play something else. So yeah, it's like what was it, Gran Turismo, when they had the the 24-hour and endurance races. And it's like
Yeah,
you can't pause and save your progress. You have to do the whole fucking race
yeah,
in one sitting.
that was beyond ridiculous.
So yeah, as far as cricket games go, it's pretty decent. I've enjoyed everything about it so far. So that's kind of the only game that I've played.
See, this is why it's okay that we spent 15 minutes talking about the last couple of weeks and then far too long talking about wrestling and other stuff because we've got nothing else to talk about.
Well, so I've got kind of I can talk some other stuff that I've got, but I'll let you talk about Hitman first.
Literally, the only thing I've played since I came back off holiday is Hitman. So
It's the only game you played this year, right?
pretty
Hitman.
much, yeah. I'm not sad about that.
So this is Andrew Brooker with the Hitman podcast, and John talking about everything else.
Absolutely, I can't stop playing it. So I said to you the last time, not the last time we spoke, but the time before, that I've challenged myself. Now I just want 100% this game. I want to get all the achievements and everything for it. I really want to do it because I haven't trophy chased for ages, and it's a game I can't stop playing. So I thought I might as well just fucking do it.
And how close are you to finishing
Oh,
it?
I'm nowhere fucking near. So I think I explained to you before. So each of the legacy missions, so the missions from Hitman 1, also have trophies in for Hitman 2 because you have a legacy pack, and a legacy pack has trophies. So each mission has get full mastery, so get level 20 in the level. Do all the mission stories, which are the little kind of trap setups and things you can do. There's between like 4 and 8 per mission.
Yeah.
You can usually do 1 or 2 a time. You can kind of do the mission but not kill anybody and then go around and do another mission. So you can clear a few in one go, but that bit me in the ass doing that on one of the special missions. And then you have like each mission has like a special secret trophy. So there's the famous one, the Sapienza one, where you have to kill a guy with a cannon, and then you have to shoot a guy through the eye through his telescope. And there's one other thing you have to do. Oh, you have to kill him as his psychiatrist. Which you do all 3 of those things, and you get the trophy. So obviously that's at least 3 playthroughs of that mission.
Or a bit of decent save point of views.
Yeah, you can do some save point of views works quite well if you want to do it. Because the thing with Hitman being always online, the second your challenge unlocks, even if you reload a save, you've still unlocked that challenge. So it's actually quite a good way to spam a bit of XP to up your mastery quite quick. So I've done all but one of the legacy missions now. So the only one I've got left to do is Hokkaido. So when I came back from holiday, went to work, just sitting chatting, on my lunch break, went through Reddit and decided to have a look at the Hitman sub. Of course, I'd forgotten at that point that it was now August, because I was on holiday when the month went from July to August. I wasn't around to read the August roadmap from IO Interactive. So I looked, I was like, oh, there's a elusive target. Oh shit, there's been an elusive target for a week. Fuck. I've got 3 days to get this thing done.
Yep.
I've got 3 days to find time to get this thing done. Luckily, it's a legacy one, so it's not one that I've done before. But if I really got badly stuck, there will be plenty of guides around to help me. So that was on the second to last mission, not Morocco. Doesn't matter. Colorado, the massive Hitman.
Fucking Colorado.
So
It's a cunt of a map.
I love it. It's one of my favourites. It's so big and there's so much to do.
Just sniper rifle on the watchtower.
Can't do it.
Oh.
You can't do it. If you want a sniper rifle and watchtower, the problem is the second you kill the second person, everybody knows where you are. And that's the beauty of Colorado, is there are 4 targets on Colorado, which is the most in any map as far as I can remember. But not only are there 4 targets, if you're playing the story, you also need to get into a house and you need to get into a locked room in the bottom so you can continue the story. So there's a couple of extra challenges about the mission as well. Uh, the elusive target on that one had to die in an accident, and it had to be not explosive. So not just climb up the sniper tower and wait for him to stand on the balcony and shoot him, because you would fail the elusive target. And as we know, you can only do elusive target once.
So what? Ematic poison.
Poison, straight up poison classes as an accident.
Okay.
So
I was going to say the ematic poison syringe, and then drown him in a toilet.
No. So a guy I work with also plays Hitman, not quite as much as me, but we do kind of challenge each other to do the elusive targets as quick as possible. He tried the ematic poison thing, and he started puking up into a bin.
Ah.
So no following him to a toilet to drown. But no, standard lethal poison classes as an accident, as long as you're not seen. So
In that case, just walk out to him with the fucking lethal syringe.
Yep, that's all I did. And the other other achievement you have to get on each mission you have to do an escalation up to level 5. So for the legacy ones, most of them only have one escalation anyway that goes up to level 5, so you just have to do that one. And the escalations are quite cool. So I did the elusive target, and I was like, what have I got left to do? Get my mastery and do my escalation. Okay, well, if I do the escalation well, I'll get the mastery. Because I was like level 17 or something. I was like, if I do the escalation properly, if I manage to silent assassin it, do it quick, don't kill anybody I don't have to, stuff like that, I'll hit my level 20. And that was my Friday night last week.
Just spending time on a farm in Colorado.
Yeah, I've grown to Colorado. The first time I played it, I hated it so much because it's so big, and it doesn't have an overpowered costume. So
it kind of a little bit does.
It has Point Man.
You've
Point
got the Point Man
everywhere except in the house.
Yeah, that's the problem.
And
but there's no outfit that gets you around in the house
and
around outside.
No. So the outfit that gets you in the house, there's still a couple of enforcers in annoying places. So you either have to be careful or you have to spend a bit of time knocking people out and hiding them. But I like Colorado now, actually. I've done it a few times and done it from different places, started in different places and different disguises, and actually it's a lot of fun. But yeah, my next one is Hokkaido, which I know is going to be a challenge because it's Hokkaido in Japan, I think. It's got a limit on it, on the amount of doors you can open.
All right.
Have you played Hokkaido yet?
Yeah. I finished both.
Yeah. So every door on Hokkaido, you have to have a uniform to it. So if you want to open a security door, you have to be wearing a security guard outfit. If you're not wearing it, you can't pick the lock. You can use an electronic card reader, which you can unlock later on in another mission. I don't know where or how.
But they're limited use.
You can only use them 3 times.
Yeah.
And after that, so if you want to do suit only, you've got to be really fucking good. So yeah, Hokkaido is my next challenge. But again, wife's away this weekend, just me and the kid. When the kid goes to bed, I might sit and do Hokkaido. I might play something else as well because I need to play some other games.
I don't believe you.
Well, if nothing else, I'll get to November and I'll play Doom Eternal. That's all I need. Oh no, I'll be playing Modern Warfare. I'm very much looking forward to Call of Duty.
Yeah.
And I have played an other thing, but I'm not ready to talk about it yet because I want to finish it first. I will talk about it in the next episode, because in the next episode it will tie in quite nicely with the thing I'm doing at Fright Fest.
Okay. So in the next Hitman podcast,
yes,
we'll talk about something that's not Hitman, maybe.
Yes. Go on then, mate. So what else have you got to talk about?
Okay, so with the addition of Game Pass for PC, Football Manager 19 was one of the launch titles for Game Pass for PC, so I've got that installed on my laptop. So I've moved up from FM18 to FM19 just in time for Football Manager 20 to get an announcement at the end of the month and go live with Stadia at the end of the year. But with it being on Game Pass, that means that it's got actual Xbox achievements. So I've had a couple of
Nice.
those ping up. Only downside, because it's Microsoft and Xbox, you can't edit the data files, which means that you're stuck with some of the generic named teams in Spain.
Yeah.
So like Real Sociedad are called Real San Sebastian. And some others, plus competition names aren't the official names. They're just like European Challenge Cup and stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's not game breaking. Oh, and the German national team are also not the real German national team due to licensing issues. It's just a load of generic named players in the German national team.
Fair enough.
Because the German national team is technically owned by Adidas.
What?
Yeah. You get called up as a performer for the German football based on your ability, but your likeness under the German national banner is owned by Adidas.
Okay.
Yep. It's really fucking weird. But it prevents them from being used because of it costs too much money to have the German national team as a team on Football Manager.
Fair enough.
But it's literally just like you delete a file out of some of the LIC files out of the game's files,
Yeah.
and it literally gets rid of that thing completely. So they actually just become the real players and the real team, because it's just you get to pick the team and the players of the national team yourself, essentially. So it doesn't make sense for them to be regen players all the time.
Yeah.
So it's a bit silly that it's because of a licensing issue, but you can just delete a file and it fixes it. Same as you just edit the file, other files to get the names right for teams and
Oi.
competitions.
Okay.
But also I've played the FIFA 20 beta, closed beta, because I got an email from EA saying that we've invited you to play the FIFA 20 beta.
Why are they beta testing FIFA?
I don't know. I think it's because they've got some large-scale changes to this one compared to the last one and the last couple. But it's quite funny. So the beta test has one of those moving watermarks, so that you can't show off your own footage of it.
Yeah.
So it's got a rolling watermark which bounces around the screen. Well, it doesn't bounce around the screen. It's just like, like the really shitty screensaver where it's like, here's the watermark, and then we'll move it 2 inches up, and then move it to the other side of the screen and move it back down again.
Yeah.
Just like slowly move it around the screen so it doesn't get you burning every like 5 seconds or so. But the beta is locked. So depending on which one you get only that content. So everyone has kickoff mode.
Okay.
But there's another mode depending on which version of the beta you get. So my version, I've got Ultimate Team, which is universally probably considered the better version of it. But the other options are you can have Career Mode, which again, probably one of the better ones, or Volta Football, which is the new FIFA Street thing. But the downside if you get the Volta Football one is that in kickoff mode it gives you the option of Volta Football.
Right.
So you can everyone has access to one of the game modes that some people are just locked to having.
Okay.
So it doesn't really fit very well. So there's people out there who've got access to Volta Football and none of the other game modes, but they could have just played Volta anyway by playing kickoff mode. I'm guessing there's just some minor differences to the actual Volta Football mode.
Yeah.
But yeah, otherwise you're pretty much stuck with that. However, I do have F1 2019 from Boomerang sitting on the desk next to me, so I'll play that at some point, as it's the new F1 game. Probably won't play it for very long, because it'll probably be the same as any of the other F1 games. And I also got an email from Boomerang today to say that I've got another game on the way, and it's Car Mechanic Simulator.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Fair enough.
Did I remember? I mentioned that a couple of weeks ago, didn't I?
Yeah,
Yeah, Boomerang are sending it to me.
nice.
Yeah, Car Mechanic Simulator.
I,
It's
s-
literally going to last me less than 2 hours.
I still have the Division 2 from Boomerang, and that's it at the moment.
You clearly need to get Lee to come online at some point.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know, man. I'm at a point, just the thought of turning that game on just doesn't appeal to me at all right now.
The idea of turning on the Division just makes me sad.
Yeah. I really quite enjoyed number one, like years after it came out, and then when you guys joined me for like the second half of it. But
I've enjoyed the Division 2 more than I've enjoyed the Division 1, but only because I've been playing with you guys.
yeah. See,
If a game requires me to play with people then to enjoy it, then it's not that great a game. But if it requires me to play with specific people, then you know that the game's fucking terrible.
yeah. But this is the point now, isn't it? So, you say the best way to play the division is with you and Lee, which is true. But also, I don't need the division to do that. I can just talk to you and Lee.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Slow down there,
Or
right?
we can just get Lee on the podcast again.
Yeah, that works. Although he abuses me too often.
He abuses everybody. That's half fun.
Yeah, but he abuses me sexually.
Well, that's between you and him, and now the whole world.
Yep. All two other people that listen to the podcast.
Yeah. On that beautiful note, any other games to play, or is that
No, I'm done.
cool? Recommendations? Do you have a recommendation for people?
Yep,
Is it cricket?
it's I'm going to recommend people to get Game Pass
Fair enough.
because despite the fact that Game Pass was something we probably should have we've kind of been recommending things off of it, but this is definitely the time when I've actually really been taking up some of the games on Game Pass. And you know what? They should absolutely be playing Game Pass games because
Well,
there's just so many of them.
next month, mate, Gears 5 it will be on Game Pass.
There you go.
Bring it on. And talking of Gears 5, my recommendation is Gears 4, which is currently on Games of Gold for the rest of the month. So, like a week and a bit. But yeah, until the 31st of August, Gears of War 4 is on Games of Gold. And I know it ain't the best Gears game. I know it ain't. But it is fun. And once you get over that hump of not having Marcus Phoenix, it is really quite cool. And it's not that long. It's, it's,
That's
it's, it's quite a brisk, quite a short game. A lot of people aren't. I'm quite looking forward to Gears 5. I want to see what they do. I will not be buying it like I bought Gears 4. I will be playing it on Game Pass, and then once I'm done with it, it will be uninstalled, never to be spoken of again.
yeah, it will.
I don't know, I wonder how many people you can play in co-op.
Four. I think only Gears 1 was two-player co-op. The rest were all four-player.
There you go. When Gears 5 comes out, mate, we've all got Game Pass. There's some Gears co-op going.
You, me, Lee,
There you go. Problem solved.
smash through the storyline.
Shit, yeah, son. But yeah, that's my recommendation. Gears 4 is on Games with Gold until the end of the month.
Awesome.
Is that
Still
us?
haven't played one.
Have you not?
No, wait. Have I finished one? I might have finished one.
You must have finished one. Everyone's finished one.
I don't know. I can't remember if I actually got around to finishing one or if I just got so far and just stopped.
Did you have you fought Ram on the train?
Maybe.
But to be fair, they're all on Game Pass, and you can whack them onto easy and bang through each game in about 8 hours.
Yeah.
So,
I'm well aware of this. It's just that every time I've played Gears of War, I've just been not interested in finishing it. But I've played one. I don't
yeah.
know if I finished it or not. I don't. I have done the final mission of 2.
Fair enough.
I've played some of Three's story. Three's the one with Lambent, isn't it?
Yes.
I didn't play 4. Didn't play Judgment.
You don't need to play Judgment. Judgment is legitimately a dog shit game.
I played some of 3, and I think I played a lot more multiplayer of 3 because Baird is awesome.
Yes, he is. But I mean, if you ever want to play them, I own all of them several times. So I'm always happy to come and join you in a bit of co-op with some Gears, because I like Gears.
Also Game Pass.
Yeah.
They're all installed as well. So.
Yeah, I think that's us done then, mate.
Yep.
So on that note, until next time, buddy, where can people find you?
So I'm on Twitter as the John_CU and on Xbox Live as Long Dong Silver.
Cool. And I am on Twitter at Brooker411. And that's it. As a team, as a group, as a podcast, we are on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Character Unlock. Come find us and talk to us and send us abuse and dick pics and whatever.
No more dick pics, please.
Why not?
Because you don't see them as often as I do. It's weird.
It's because it's me sending them. But yeah, I suppose that's us calling it a night. So thank you, I suppose, everybody, for listening. And we will be back in a couple of weeks where I will have played yet more Hitman.
Yeah, you will.
And been to Fright Fest. So I will have more shit to talk about that isn't video games.
And Hitman.
But yeah, say goodnight, John.
Good night, John.
Good night, John.